Hussies! Welcome to Thick Girl's Guide, and today we are going to do an eyeshadow palette declutter. Woo! So obviously I have a lot of makeup and it needs to be decluttered. I struggle with getting rid of my makeup or eyeshadow palette specifically. So I don't know, I'm aiming for probably like anywhere from like 20 to 25% of my collection. So we will see how I do, but some definitely need to go. And then, so if you want to see what my collection looks like and what I end up getting rid of, then stick around, and then I will be posting the palettes that I am decluttering on Poshmark if anybody is interested. It'll also be linked down below. And then if they're like cracked or broken or just like ancient, then I will obviously be tossing those. I think I have a total of like 87 palettes or something like that. So we'll see, you know, how I do. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up and join the Hussy Gang. All right, let's get into it. All right, welcome to the video, everyone. So today I am doing the declutter and just going over my palette collection. So today we are handsy. Anyway, so let's get started. So I'm going to try and declutter some of these because I do have quite a bit. So let's get started, and they're in no particular order. I mean they're somewhat organized by like brand or whatever, but overall I just pulled them all out of my vanity area to go through them. Okay, so let's start with one of my newer ones. This is the Violet Voss Olive You Forever palette. This is brand new. It was in a boxy charm and it is amazing. Like, I love it. So she is not going anywhere. So she's in the keep pile. The next one I have here is the Venus 3 from Lime Crime. Beautiful pinky purples. This was actually in a boxy charm recently. I did not get it in a boxy charm though. I had bought it ahead of time. I think it was on sale at an Ulta 21 Days of Beauty or whatever. So beautiful color story. Love this palette. And I will be keeping that one. This one also from Lime Crime. I love their packaging. Like, it's just so freaking pretty. And vintage and all of that. But this is the Prelude palette. There's no D in palette. So such a fun, interesting color story. Some really good metallics in here. I do love this palette here. So cute. The next one here I have is by Storybook Cosmetics. This one was also in a boxy charm. And the quality of it's okay. I just never reach for it. The packaging is really bulky. But overall, like I do like the color story. Yeah, color story, and it's like, it is a cute idea, but it's just something I never reach for. And I do have most of these colors in other palettes that I do reach for more frequently. So I will be decluttering this one. Okay. This one's ancient. So this is from MAC. Let me kind of zoom in because it's little. This one, I don't even know the name of it. It was the Sultress Eyes number 4. I mean, I did use kind of that one like quite a bit, but I'm gonna declutter this one. It is probably 10 years old or more. This is just like a little single shadow from KVD Beauty. I'm not really into single shadows these days, so I'm gonna let that one go. This is the Bad Habit, which I don't even think exists anymore, but they were like kind of like a dupe brand. This is the Aphrodite palette, and it was a dupe of the Huda Beauty Rose Gold Remastered palette. I did try this one, and I mean, it was mediocre. Like, Huda's is definitely far superior. So I do have the Huda one, so I will be keeping that and letting this one go. The next one I have here is from Beauty Bakery, Breakfast in Bed. So it's a cool toned, kind of purple, lavendery color story. Honestly, I was a little disappointed with this one. This is the first thing I've ever tried for them. I think I got it with a BoxyCharm, and I'm gonna let it go. I just wasn't really that impressed with it. The packaging is adorable. Their little theme is adorable. So, and I had heard good things about it, but didn't work out for me. Okay, so these are a bunch of my like 9-pan palettes. So the first one that I have here is, there we go, is Huda's Gold Palette. This one recently came out, and it is a really pretty color story. This one was originally out with Cult Beauty, and then she released it on her regular site. It is kind of a messy palette, so it's very shimmer heavy, but I do love it, so I'm going to keep that one. Next, I have the Huda Khaki palette. This one I think I've used once or twice, and it's pretty good. Again, Huda's shimmers are beautiful, but they are messy as well. Pretty. This is the Huda Amethyst Obsessions. So this is like one of my favorite purple palettes. Like, these are just so stunning. Like a good mix of, I think there's 3 mattes and the rest are like shimmer and metallics. But yeah, this is beautiful if you love purples. This is the Huda, this is like weird to like hold it because of the camera angle. Okay, so this is the Huda Beauty Lilac palette, and this is a pastel palette. So those are, these ones don't show up the best, which, I mean, a lot of pastels, there are some issues typically with that. I did get this one in a BoxyCharm. I do want to play with it a little bit more because I think I used it once. So I'll be keeping that one for now. Whoop, okay. So these are from HipDot. These are the Stella Rosa quads. These are surprisingly like super good. HipDot did an amazing job. There's no little mirror back here or anything like that. And I did a review on these, so I will link it below or above or wherever you're supposed to link things, so you can view it if you want to see this. But yeah, I was pleasantly surprised by all of these. So there's the pink one. This one is like really shimmery packaging. This is a tropical shimmer. So we've got like a green, a pink, orange, and then like a champagne-y yellow color. And then the last one was the red one here. So all of them, I've tried them all in like a look, and they were so pretty. So yeah, if you're interested, and then you can get them on either like stellarosa.com or hipdot.com. But I'm keeping all 3 of those. We're obviously not off to a good decluttering start, but that's okay. Okay, so my next Huda one is the Mauve Obsessions. I do love this color story. I don't use it as often as I should, but we're still going to hang on to that one because I absolutely love it. The next one I have here is the Emerald Obsessions. This is really pretty for green looks. I've used it a few times, as you can see. I am going to keep this because I don't have many green palettes. So if I ever need one, this is a good one to pull. Okay, so the next one, I only have a couple Morphe palettes. So this one is, I think it was a 35, hold on, I can't open it. Okay, 35V, I want to say. So this one is really good because you've got a bunch of neutrals. You've got the pinky kind of burgundy tones, and then you've got blues and purples as well. I do really like this palette. I have used it several times. It is pretty big, so I don't reach for it very often, but I do like it, so I'll keep that one. The only other Morphe palette I have is this one's even bigger, but this is I think it was the 35S or something like that. And so this one, like, these are all toppers here, and I love pink and purple tones, so this palette is fantastic. So we'll be keeping this one as well. Okay, so the next one I have here is the Too Faced Pretty Rich palette. And then this one is just, it's a very neutral, but these glitters, like if you like pressed glitter, they're kind of like a gel-ish kind of, like not material. Formula, there we go. So they do work really well, but yeah, probably still use a glitter glue with them. But yeah, there's overall, I mean, really pretty like neutrals in here. I haven't played with this one that much, so I think I am going to keep this one for now. Okay, this is my Too Faced Clover palette. I do love this one and love the color story as well. The packaging is freaking adorable. It's their standard tin packaging as well. So I'm going to hang on to that one. Okay, the next one I have from Too Faced is their just basic chocolate bar. This one is just, obviously it's very, to me it's kind of boring. And I don't know if I'm going to, I just never reach for it, so I think I'm going to declutter this one. Yeah, she's going to go. Also the standard tin packaging from them. This one is from Violet Voss, and it's called Best Life 2. So this one has like a, oh, that one's, it's coming apart. Oh no, gotta push it back in there. Okay, so this one has like all these pressed glitters, and then it also has, let me try and make sure it's in frame, has a bunch of mattes and shimmers down here, and then you also have like a little mirror there. So this one is really cool, but I never reach for it. But I have a friend, actually Kick-Ass Christy from Trainwreck Tuesday, who loves glitters and brighter colors. I think I might give this to her, see if she wants it. If not, I will list it on Poshmark. All right. Okay, so next I have the Violet Voss Essentials Pro Series. This was in a BoxyCharm. I freaking love this palette. Like everything, every time I've used it and every look I've come up with has been great. So I'm definitely keeping that, particularly these two shades I love. But also the mattes are really good. This purple over here. I've never used like, I don't think the green or the gold or whatever, but the rest of it I've pretty much used. So love that. The next one I have, this is actually, I forgot about this one. So I do have one other Morphe palette from Jaclyn Hill, and this is the Bling Boss palette. I'm gonna let this one go. I did like it. It was pretty good. I do love like all the purpley kind of cool tones in it, but I just never reach for it. So, and I think I have like pretty much all these colors in other palettes, so we'll declutter that one. And then I have the Ciate Glitter Storm, and this one has the funnest packaging. So it's like got the glitter like raining down, like shaky, shaky, shake. Woo! Okay. And they did this before Natasha Denona, I believe, as well. So she kind of copied. Ugh, if I can get it open, that'd be great. Okay, sorry. Okay, so then This is, even though it's called the Glitter Storm palette, there's only like 3 glitters up here. Sorry, the light's blinding you. But yeah, so 3 glitters up here, and then there's a few mattes, and these are some like kind of shimmer, not shimmer, satin kind of finishes. I do love this palette, so I'm definitely going to keep this one. Okay, so I adjusted the lighting, so hopefully it's not as bright. And okay, yeah, I think that's a little bit better. Yeah, it was a little bit crazy. And we're in 4K today. So anyway, so this is like the green color story. I did have issues, as I usually do with most ColourPop palettes. With this showing up, it blends away. I struggle with this one because I do love the color story, but it is a nightmare to try and get it to work. I don't know, because I love Baby Yoda. So I might keep it, I might not. I don't know. This is in the maybe pile. The next one I have here is the Bye Bye Birdie palette. And then this one is just so pretty. Like, they do so good with their color stories, but you would think that these are stunning. Like these two, I think they're like the Super Shock ones. Those are trash. Any kind of matte with a glitter in it, like this one, just blends out. Like those two. I'm going to declutter this one because although the color story is stunning, it doesn't work. So yeah, we'll pass it along. Maybe somebody else likes to have to work for their eyeshadow looks. I don't. I forgot, I do have other ColourPop. I have a couple other ColourPop ones, but not the traditional ones that everybody and their mom has. Okay, so then this is the Too Faced Tickled Peach palette, or mini palette. This one, let me get up a little bit closer. Oh, these lights. Okay. So this one is really pretty, very neutral, pinky tones. I do really like this one, so we'll be hanging on to that. Where's my key pile? Right there. This one I just recently got. It's my jam, or That's My Jam by Too Faced. So again, super, super cute. Kind of a purpley pink color story. Love that one. Keeping it. Okay, this one is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Volume 3. So this one is, it's all shimmers. So this one has all shimmers, all very neutral. I never reach for this at all, so I'm going to declutter it. This is my Glamlight Chocolate Donut palette. If you have not tried Glamlight, do yourself a favor and do it. Like, this is actually, it's like a highlight shade. Like, oh my god. Like, it's just such good quality, such fun packaging. They are a little bit bulky, like you can see. But overall, like, just super, super cute and really good quality. Love that. My next one is the little I think this is Cherry Pie. Yeah, I think it's the Cherry Pie palette. So again, adorable packaging. And then love this color story. So fun. This is a blush in the middle, and then you get a good mix of mattes and shimmers. Love, love, love this palette as well. So they did such a good job with everything. So I have a bunch of mini palettes. These 3 are from ColourPop. This was from their, I think it was a Love Struck collection. So this one is Ballad, and it's like this beautiful, cool toned color story. These actually worked really, really well, and I was so happy that they did because the color stories and the packaging are on point. So keeping that one. This is Lyric. I think these are also still available too. So this one's like, obviously brown gold type of colors. Keeping that. And then this one is the kind of the pinky purple colored one. This one is Amore. Yeah, this one is Amore. So super stunning. Color Story. They did a fantastic job with those. If you haven't picked these up, I highly recommend those. The next ones are my Natasha Denona. Let's go through the minis first. I love Natasha Denona's formula. That's not news. This one is the mini Love palette that just came out for Valentine's Day. And it is, I can never remember which way to push this, sorry. This one is just so stunning. Her formula is magnificent. Can't get enough of it. Not getting rid of any of these, just a heads up. But this is the mini retro palette. This is the first one I ever tried, actually, and then I just accumulated the rest. So I do love this one, beautiful green tones and pink. And then this one's like kind of a pinky champagne color. This one is the mini Lila palette. So it's got, you know, the purpley blues, and then we've got some neutrals over here. So love that one. This one will periodically go on sale. Some people say that it's not that great. I have had no problems with it. So I think I got this for like $12 or something. These are normally like $25. And then this one is the mini gold palette. So beautiful kind of greeny gold Color Story. Love that one. And then this one probably is my favorite one. This is a mini Glam. So again, we get kind of a greeny bronze color, some gold, like rose gold colors, neutrals. But this is like so stunning. Every look that I've come up with on it is gorgeous. Either that or the mini retro is probably my favorite. This one is, I think it's palette number 10. This one just was in the boxy pop-up, and I've used this I think once and I loved it. So purpley colors, love this like icy white color as well. And the next one is the Cranberry palette. This one is, you know, more like, well, there's pinky purple, and then there's like red and this kind of coppery color here. Haven't used this one yet, but I'm sure it's amazing. All right, so these are some of my Too Faced palettes. So the first one here, a little dusty on it, is the Gingerbread Spice, the original one. I never picked up the extra spicy because I found that it really looked very similar to this one, and I did really like this one. So you see that we've got divots and stuff like that in it. So she's definitely been well used, and I'm going to keep that one because I don't think you can even get it anymore. This one is the Pumpkin Spice from this past fall. I adore this palette. I used it quite a bit during that time. I will still use it. Love this damn thing. Okay. This one is the Chocolate Bonbon palette. I think this is a pretty underrated palette. It's got a cool toned theme. This shade right here is stunning, but I've used I think most of the shades, maybe not that blue one, but and every look I come up with I get compliments on it, and it is stunning. So if you see this one on sale, definitely pick it up. We got the OG Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. This one is also one of my favorites. Is it popping out? Oh, it is. It was trying to pop out on me. Okay, anyway, so I do love this one as well, and this one's not going anywhere. A great neutral, but then you get some like fun colors, like with purple and the coral colors, the green. Love this one. And then the last one here is the Natural Nudes Born This Way palette. Again, this one is just like, to me, it's like a staple palette for neutrals. You get some great shimmers in here. I love this palette as well. She's not going anywhere. Okay, so let's start over here. This one is the HipDot, I think it's a Zion palette. This is actually something I got in a BoxyCharm, and I was like, oh, like another like mediocre palette probably. And then I used it, and like the HipDot formula is legit, people. Like, it is so good. I think I used this one in conjunction with another look, and it was like, Jesus, take the wheel. Like, look at that. Like, this was the, I don't remember which one that was, but this is the, I'm not flipping you off, people, sorry. So this is the HipDot formula, and like their mattes are amazing. So I'm definitely going to keep this one. Definitely up my alley as far as color story with neutrals, pinks, and purples. Love it. So we're keeping that one. And then my Huda collection. I love Huda. It's probably one of my favorite brands. So this is the new nudes. And stunning glitters. The mattes are amazing. The only thing with this palette is it doesn't really deepen up very much. And this weird concealer shade, like nobody's using that. Plus it gets a bunch of shadows in it. So that's my only complaint about this one. But overall, I do love that. And we are keeping her. The next one is the Rose Gold Remastered. So this one is just a beautiful color story. Especially if you love pinks and burgundies. They throw in a black that you could deepen it up. These shimmers are amazing. So are her mattes. So keeping that. Desert Dusk. This is probably one of my favorite Huda palettes. It's just, to me, it's just so interesting. Different kind of like, almost like these are like kind of like duochromes. Like this one shifts from like a lavender to a blue. This one kind of shifts from a, like that, kind of like that red almost, or burgundy, to a blue color. This one is kind of like coppery. We've got a pressed glitter, which I never use, but the, like just the shimmers in this and the mattes, just kind of more of a terracotta kind of theme. I love this palette. So obviously it's not going anywhere. This is the newest one, Naughty. So this one has really great shimmers. It is a deeper color story, so really good to pair with the, let me just put these side by side. Really good to pair with the new nudes, because this is these are your like lighter tones, these are the darker tones. I think they pair really well together. The only one that's weird in this one is the slippery shade. It was just like gooey and weird and never dries down, and it was a miss. But out of the rest of the shades are fantastic. So keeping that one. And then the last one, this is probably one of my other favorite ones from her, because the color story is so different from anything that she normally does. I'm trying to get the light not to be so bright because it is reflective packaging. But yeah, these are kind of a little bit lighter tones, but the shimmers in here are beautiful. Absolutely not getting rid of that. And her packaging is just so good as well. The next one is from Bobbi Brown, the Molten Drama. I really like this. I got this at the cosmetic company store on like a deal. So I wouldn't pay full price for this. I think it's like normally like $48, $50 or something like that. So I got it, I think, for half price. But yeah, overall, I really do like it. The shimmers worked out really well. There's not, I think these are only two mattes on the ends here. So that's the only thing, is you may have to pull in a different palette if you're trying to deepen it up with another matte. But overall, I do like that. We'll keep that one too. This is the Ciate, the Velvet palette. This one came in a boxy, if I can get it open, boxy charm. I really like this one as well. Like, the embossing is stunning. Let me try to like shade it here because these lights. Yeah, these did blend out really, really well. The shimmers are really pretty. I do enjoy this palette. I do like Ciate in general. So I'm going to keep that one. Okay, so these are my two Tom Ford palettes. I haven't been able to play with these yet. But these are like $88 a piece, but I did get them at the cosmetic company store, so I got them on a good deal. This is the 01 Badass is this color story. So they're all shimmers, This one is the number 21 Last Dance. So kind of a greeny khaki color story. Definitely going to hang on to those. Haven't gotten to play with those very much. So want to definitely do that. This is the, whoops, there goes the brush. Dose of Colors Marvelous Mauves. This one is all mattes. And I just never reach for this. So I'm going to declutter this one. Great quality though. So like the looks I have done with this really turned out great, but I just never reach for it. So I'm going to let this one go. This one is the Tartiest Pro from Tarte. This was in a boxy charm. Really pretty tones here. I really haven't used it, or maybe I did. I think I used it once and it did come out good. There we go. So I think I want to hang on to it a little bit longer just to see if I get more use out of it. If I don't, then I'll end up decluttering it. This one, these are my 2 Lime Crime palettes, or the big ones. So this is the Venus XL2. I love this color story. Truly, like, it's just beautiful. I will not get rid of this. I love the greeny kind of tones in it, or the olive tones. The shimmers are fantastic. The mattes blend out well for me. I've used this many times and will still continue to use it. I love this palette. And then this one is the Venus XL, and this is the pinky purple burgundy kind of color story. Oh my god, this one is amazing too. So I do love these palettes. I love the packaging of everything. You do get a large mirror there. Just the reflect on it. Yes, I love this one. So these are not going anywhere. I really need to try to start decluttering some more stuff, but I don't know if it's going to happen. So this is the Natasha Denona. These are definitely not going anywhere. But anyway, Natasha Denona mini, or sorry, this is the, I think it's a mini love palette. No, that's a mini one, or that's a little tiny one. So this is the love palette, and you can see that it's like all kind of like pinky, like burgundy, purple tones. This one is getting hard pan already, so that's kind of irritating, but overall great palette. Do love it. Natasha's not going anywhere. Mother Pat. These are definitely not going anywhere. These are pricey. If you don't know, Pat McGrath is like $125 a palette. I did get these on a deal though. I think it was like Black Friday or sometime in December. But so I was able to get it for, I think it was like about $80 a piece. So, or 85 maybe. But so far, love her formula. These are, well, I think like this one's like a duochrome. That one's like a beautiful shimmer. This one's like super sparkly. This is the, I think it's just the Divine Rose, just the first one. And then I also picked up the Divine Rose 2. And this one's kind of like the more amped up version of that one. So they work great together as well. But this one has like this fantastic duochrome that's like a purpley green shift to it. Beautiful mattes blend out fantastically. That is why her stuff is just so expensive. And the packaging, oh Jesus, it's so weighty. I love it. And Luxe and this beveled mirror is everything. So yeah, Pat's not going anywhere. Okay, so I do love ABH, and I don't have all of them, but I have quite a few. So obviously the Sultry palette, this one is discontinued. Stunning, cool toned color story. These shimmers, this rose quartz color is the one that like I was looking at the Norvina palette at the time, and then I walked in and I saw this one and I swatched it and I was like, I'm gonna buy this one instead. So these are beautiful. Oh God, I just adore this one. And then Soft Glam, obviously such a classic. This one is getting hard pan, but that's okay. But just, yeah, beautiful, just romantic looks. You can darken it up as well. So that one's, I think, a classic. Norvina, this is probably my other favorite one by them. I love the pink and purpley tones. I love the soul color. It's just so unique. And then just these shimmers are just beautiful. Beautiful. And then their mattes. Again, they're powdery. The mattes are powdery, but they are fantastic. Okay. Next one I have is the Riviera. This one is a bit too bright for me, so I think I'm actually going to declutter this one. It is beautiful, but I never reach for it, ever. And I think I'm going to let this one go. So still great formula, but just the color story, I prefer more neutrals, obviously, as you can tell from my collection. This one is the Carly Bible one. This one I haven't really used that much either. I am going to hang on to it though, because it is definitely more of my color story. Also really unique kind of shades in this one, like is it Mandala? Is kind of like almost like a duochrome, Jode and OA. Just really pretty, different kind of color story than I have in any other palette. So definitely want to use this one a little bit more. Okay, next is the Jackie Aina palette. This packaging is just so freaking cute. Like, I think it's probably the best packaging out of all the Anastasia palettes. So good job, Jackie. And then just the tones in here are just beautiful. It is geared for like a deeper skin tone, but I think it is so beautiful. Such great shimmers, and of course the formula of the mattes are always amazing with ABH. So love this palette. And then the last one is, of course, Modern Renaissance. So this one is an oldie but a goodie, and it is beautiful. Like, you also get very kind of like romantic, you know, looks with it, pinks and purples, neutrals. I think it's definitely a classic to have on hand. These, so my last Pat McGrath palette is the Celestial Divinity. So this was her first palette that she did with smaller pans, and then this was like $78. So a great way to try out Pat McGrath. I think it's still available, but these were like the Star Wars 6 pans that launched, I think, Christmas 2019, and then these are 6 new shades. Obviously it is very shimmer heavy, but they are stunning. So love this, not letting that go. This is Sydney Grace. So this was Tiny Marvels, which is the collab with YouTuber Mel Thompson. The Sydney Grace formula is fantastic. I love this kind of color story. It's definitely fun but wearable. Definitely unique to whatever I have, and then their formula is next level. So beautiful. And then I also have the Enduring Love palette, and this is just a fantastic neutrals palette. I think on camera it doesn't do it justice as it like in person. It's just stunning. Definitely not letting either of those go. But as we're talking about Sydney Grace, these are all the single shadows that I have from Sydney Grace as well. So I love their formula. Like, it is just, this one, I don't even know the name of it, but I'll link it below, was like, it's just, oh my gosh, wow. Like, it's just like stupid good. So, like, look at that. It's just like amazing. So yeah, highly recommend to try out their shadows. These are, I think, like $5 or $6 a piece. And then love their palettes also. The next one I have here is, let me just pull over, these are like some bigger ones here. Okay, so the next one I have here is the, I think this is Bloodlust, the purple palette from Jeffree or Jeffree Star. But his formula is really good. I did try this out a few times. I did really like everything that I came up with. The packaging is, while I think it's like super fun and next level, it is obviously pretty bulky. And all of that, but overall I do love this palette. Good old conspiracy. So obviously the collab with Shane Dawson. This one I find a bit hard to work with. Not that the formula is bad, but the color story is just kind of random. So this one, I don't know. I feel like I need to like try and work with it a little bit more. Yeah, because I'm never going to use like this Cheeto dust one or like really that red one. But if we take those out, and maybe this like neon yellow one, but if we take those out, like those three, then I think I can, you know, if I have to kind of like envision it, I guess. But overall, like it's, the formula is good, but I need to like work on like trying to create looks with it. That one I do struggle a bit with, but I'm still going to keep it. The last, I think I have one more from Jeffy or Jeffree. So this is obviously the Blood Sugar. And, you know, I just saw the one he just did with, like, with the white packaging. And it just makes this look so much more neutral than having, like, this red around it. So it is a pretty neutral palette, actually, or like very wearable, but I think just the red packaging just makes it look a little bit more intimidating. So obviously very good formula, so I'm going to be keeping that, and these are pretty pricey palettes as well. The next one, let me do the last Jeffree one. So this one is the Morphe X Jeffree Star. So this is more along with, it kind of goes along the lines with the Morphe formula. This one's all right. It's just okay, and I never reach for it, so I think I am going to declutter it. Okay, this one is from Iconic London. This came in a BoxyCharm, and actually they sold this in the actual Morphe stores. And I was eyeballing this before it ever came in a BoxyCharm, and I was so excited to see that it came in a BoxyCharm. I love this palette, y'all. Like, obviously it's like a neutral lover's dream. But it's just like these shimmers are really good. It's really easy to get a look. It blends out well. I am not letting this one go at all. Almost last one. So this is the Too Faced Natural Lust. Oh no, I'll jab my fingy. Okay, this one, I mean, I don't reach for it as much as I would like to, but I love the color story. Obviously the pinks and the purple, or well, not purplies, but kind of the cool tones in it. I do really like it. I'm going to hang on to it, see if I can get some more use out of it. If not, then maybe we'll declutter it the next round. And then the last one I have here, also from ABH, but it's the Norvina Volume 4. This one I just recently got. I got it on a deal on, I think it was around Christmas time or Black Friday. Such a beautiful color story. And I think I've used it twice. And I really like the look that I came up with. So I'm going to keep this one, get some more use out of that as well. The last three, y'all, whoops. We're tipping over here. Okay, so the last three, these are my Too Faced Tutti Frutti palettes. So obviously I love the sparkling pineapple. This is the papaya, and then this is the Razzle Dazzle. Here we go. We'll kind of put those like that so you can see them. I love all of these, especially using them together as well. This one in particular, though, is such a fun, unique color story. If you see this one on sale, grab it. You will not regret it. And then, I mean, same with this one, like the berry tones in there. Oh, yes. And then the papaya. Love it. Okay. And the packaging is so cute, as usual. Too Faced is always on point with their packaging, let's be honest. Okay, and so let's tally up how many I got rid of, how many I'm keeping. Hopefully we made about the 30%, but I don't think we did. And you know what? I'm fine with that because I love eyeshadow palettes, so that is what it is. All right. Okay, so I tallied up, this is like me like counting the ones that I'm gonna keep. But anyway, so I did also decide to get rid of the Huda pastel one because I just don't think I'm ever gonna use it. And then I'm also getting rid of the Pretty Rich. I do have a ton of these neutral colors and all of that, and I don't reach for it. The packaging's a little bulky, so I'm gonna do away with that one. So I did end up getting rid of 17 palettes, and then I kept 70 palettes. So the total I have is 87 palettes in total. And let's see what percentage I got rid of, and I don't think it's enough, but it is what it is. Okay, it's about 19.5%, so we'll just round up and say 20%. I can live with that because I truly do love these eyeshadow palettes, and I do, I mean, obviously my collection's pretty big, so it doesn't get a lot of use per palette, but I do, you know, make the rounds. So and the only other one I forgot to show here, these are like kind of single shadows. Go over there. So these are ones I depotted from Ofra, and then this is an Ofra highlighter. These are highlighters from Sydney Grace that I was trying out. And then the other one I have here, these are my Cliona Cosmetics shadows. These are from Cliona as well. And then these two are blushes from Mary Kay, which are actually really good, people. Surprisingly. So if you ever do want me to do a video on like the Cliona shadows, if you're interested in that, let me know down below, because they are stunning shadows. Like, let me just kind of, they're very, very soft and delicate. So, but like, let's try it now. Okay, so yeah, you can kind of see that better now. So that's just one of them, but they are like really stunning, like duochromes, multi-chromes, and all of that. All right, and so that is my collection. And we'll see you next video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and join the Hussy gang. And hit the thumbs up button and give this video a like. All right, bye guys. Woo! Okay, spirit fingers. Okay, we're out.